Empowering women one cup of coffee at a time. That is the mission behind the thriving Minnesota brand City Girl Coffee. Their success speaks to how Minnesota is connected to the global economy.
Joining us today is founder and owner Eliza James. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Now, before we learn more about the history, because it's very interesting behind the business and your family, let's talk about some of the issues for women entrepreneurs out there. We know that this is a state that doesn't lack the talent, the ability, the work ethic, but what does this state need to do a better job staying relevant?
Totally. I think, one of the biggest problems, both locally and larger across the country. But one of the largest problems is access to capital. A very small percentage of women actually have access to capital. There's a huge discrepancy between the amount of capital that women have access to, or the loans that women-owned businesses have access to versus male-owned or male-run businesses. And so, that can really be a factor in determining whether a company has the access to capital to grow or to invest both in, manufacturing or their employees or whatever it might be.
Yeah, it makes it hard to grow to that next level.
Absolutely.
And better support your local community.
Definitely, yes.
Somebody watching right now, a Minnesotan watching right now may say, well, how does manufacturing affect me? How does it affect a person's daily life, a Minnesotan's daily life?
When you think about it, manufacturing really seeps into all aspects of our life, right? It's the food you eat, it's the products you use, and so as a manufacturer, we are really at the mercy of kind of what's happening in our world, in our state, but also, our consumer, because we're a consumer brand product. We're really built around, being at retail and providing right to the consumer. And so if you're grocery shopping, right, you're supporting and investing in the manufacturing community in Minnesota, because we're really in everything, in every industry.
Let's talk more about your company,
Yes.
City Girl Coffee. You talk about it being purpose-driven. What does that mean?
Yeah, City Girl was really born from a passion and a desire to bring awareness to the inequity that women in coffee face, both at the producing, in our producing nations and countries, but then also in the rest of the supply chain as well. And so part of what we do at City Girl is our mission is to source exclusively from women-owned and managed farms and cooperatives from around the world. And then we work to try to give back to those women, those organizations, those farmers through access to resources, education, positions of power, finances, et cetera.
How did you come up with this idea? How did this come to fruition?
Yeah, my family started a coffee roasting business, Alakef Coffee Roasters, in 1990, and I came back in 2014 to take over that business. And I attended a breakfast the following spring for an organization called the Women's Coffee Alliance. Mm-hmm. And there, a gentleman from Colombia told the story about a husband and wife who owned a farm in Colombia. And because Colombia's been so war-torn, unfortunately, the husband had to go and serve in the war, and he passed away. And so the wife took ownership of their farm. Key piece of their machinery broke down. She went to the banks to ask for a loan, and she was refused because she was a woman. Mm-hmm. So I was 5 when my parents started the coffee roasting company, and I had basically grown up my whole life in and around coffee, and I had no idea this inequity existed. And so that was really my aha moment to say, hey, I could create something that's not just fun and vibrant and, female forward, but really brings awareness to this inequity issue. But I really wanted to be, as you can tell from our packaging, I'm unintentionally and unapologetically feminine.
Yeah, very girly.
Very girly, yes.
There's nothing wrong with
Female
that.
forward.
Watching your family and then doing this business yourself, what are the new realities of what it is like running a local business now in this current economy?
It's really night and day if you think about it. I mean, we have so many challenges in terms of, what costs we're being faced with as businesses, the access to people. I mean, that's one of our greatest challenges, as well, is there isn't a lack of talent, but just really being able to find people, mm-hmm. to be able to work and to grow your business. And so if you don't have people, then how do you grow?
How do you get that business going? Mm-hmm. How do you think you can encourage more women to start businesses like you have,
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it comes down to investing in the community and supporting women-owned businesses here in Minnesota, and really creating a community and environment that is supportive and friendly to women who want to start businesses here in Minnesota. I would always say, I mean, if you have a passion, if you have a dream, if you have a belief, if you really have something that's serving a need to our community, go for it. I really think, we need more women business owners in our community, and I think it's a wonderful thing to be able to support each other and invest in one another.
Well, thank you so much for coming in, Lisa, and sharing your story and sharing your colorful
Thank you.
coffee.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.